the best investment that you can make is the one that you make in yourself. Yoohoo! Hey everyone! In this video, we're going to talk about 10 books that can change your life. Now, you don't have to read all of these, like, you can if you want to, like, go ahead, but what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to talk about them, like my experience with reading them, and then you go see what resonates the most with you, and then, like, check out that book and see if you would be interested in it, because these top 10 self-development books are like what I would really be recommending for anyone who wants to be immersed into the self-development realm and just working on yourself, investing in yourself, because the best investment that you can make is the one that you make in yourself. Let's go to the first book, Uncover Your Potential by Miles Monroe. Now, in this book, it really enabled me to realize that I am more than what I think I am. Like, there's so much more potential in me that I can share with the world, and like having that belief in myself, and like my favorite quote from this book is that there are many selves within you that lie dormant, untapped and unused. And the rest of the book is helping us to tap into our potential, to uncover that potential within us, because it's like there's so much magic in us that we don't realize. And this book is gonna help you with that. So, Uncover Your Potential by Miles Monroe. The second book is The Underdog Advantage by Dean Graziosi. Now, reading this book is seriously the one that made me raise my momentum, to take action, because it doesn't matter if you're an underdog. Like, it's like an advantage if you're an underdog. Like, for me, it's an advantage that I'm young, that I'm quite inexperienced in some fields, and in like the entrepreneurial world, and like even connecting with people around the world. And what I love most in this book is the experiences, like the personal experiences that he shared, that is also so relatable. And this book just really highlights that you have nothing to lose. Like, whether you're already on top or you're still starting, like having that underdog mindset, like trying new things, and just being able to take action no matter what other people think, because it's about really engaging, and it's about turning your weaknesses into your superpowers, like imposter syndrome, and like getting over that, and how you can be so resourceful that even if you don't have the equipments or all this stuff, or like what the experts or like the pros are doing, you could still start. Like, start now, start with what you have. It doesn't matter if you're an underdog, if you're like the least of all, just go for it. That's what this book has taught me. And if you resonate with that, if you want to learn more about that, I recommend this book. The third book is Believe You Can by John Mason. And from the title itself, it's about believing in yourself and having that confidence within you. And it's about taking advantage of the opportunities around you, because opportunities are literally everywhere. And at the same time, those opportunities have with them dangers. But then the dangers have with them opportunities. So like, the two of them are inseparable. And no matter what matters is that you have that belief in yourself. And it doesn't matter if you fail or if you succeed, because both of those are outcomes. But what matters most is the process, and like the journey, and like really believing in yourself that you can do it. Really believing in yourself that you can do whatever you put your mind into. And it's about daring to be yourself and making great things happen. Like, it doesn't have to be like a huge amount of thing, like just whatever you want in life, and whether that's in your career, business, relationships, your school, whatever it is, just believe in yourself. And like, this is like a daily dose of motivation as well, and inspiration. Like, you can read one chapter a day, and like every chapter is like just 3 pages. Like, for example, this chapter, Dare to Reach Beyond Yourself, like it's literally just 3 pages, and it can be like your boost for your day. So that's the third book, Believe You Can. The fourth book is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens by Sean Covey. Now, there's actually this book that's like the 7 Habits of Highly Effective or Successful People, like the one that was written by his father. But this is the one that I bought because it has a lot of, like illustrations and all of that. And like it's really fun to read. And it's definitely for me because I'm a teen, and like even if I like when the time that I become like in my 20s and all that, everything that's in here is still applicable. Like it's not just about teens, it's about the habits that you create. And the most that I got here is really being proactive and being not in the defense mode but being on the offense mode for your day, and really designing your day for what you want it to be. Because those habits, the small things that we do, those become the habits, and then that will like determine the results in our lives and like our destiny. So like really working on our habits is definitely something that would help us, like keep us in track. And that's why this book is a must read for like for teens like me who really want to go to the next level in your discipline and just being able to reach your next level. Like even if you're not a teen, like if you're in your 20s, and like this is for me this is definitely much better than the one about like the highly effective people, or because it had a lot of illustrations and I love it and it's just so relatable. So the 5th book is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Now this is something that I first read last 2018 and I've read it again this 2020. It's because like it's about really manifesting what you want. Like it's not just about the money, but it's about like who you are and what you contribute to the world, and like how you grow as a person, and the value that you give to the community around you, to the people that you love, and being able to, like rich, not just financially, although that's also something that, like this book is really covering about, like that's the main thing, being financially rich. But it's also about, being rich in your life, your health, your abundance, and like your fulfillment, and being able to express that, whether that's in your business, in your career, and just really knowing what you want out of life, knowing your purpose and like your vision. And this book is something that has helped me with that and is still helping me with that, because like if you can see these tabs, and I am pretty sure that I would be reading this all throughout, even in the next years, because it's just so value packed. Like it was written about like decades ago, but it's still like that's why I bought the 21st century edition. So like there are like annotations from the Napoleon Hill Foundation. It is also related to modern businesses, and like with Steve Jobs and like the Microsoft and all the good stuff. So like this was like like 30 years of research, and like it's all proven and tested. So like this is definitely something that I recommend, because not only will it make you feel more abundant, and like just give you the knowledge to apply, because knowledge that is not applied is just dormant. So like when you read this book, make sure that you apply everything that Napoleon is telling you to do, because it is what makes the difference. The 6th book is Less is More by Dominic Bertolucci. Actually, I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. So, but this book is just like also a bit like the Believe in Yourself daily dose of reading, and it's just about keeping things in perspective, because a lot of times we desire more out of life, to have more and all that, but actually having more can be actually stressful. And sometimes keeping it simple, keeping it less, and just knowing that having a higher quality life with less possessions, or not just possessions, but like even your in your inner self, and being able to let go of what doesn't serve you anymore. So like this is a daily inspiration about that. And like, you know, like if you're trying to do it all, if you're like an overachiever, I think this is something that I would recommend to read, because that was definitely me. And I sometimes overcommit, which is something that I was really guilty about. Sometimes I still am, but you know, I'm doing my best to really focus on that philosophy, like less is more, and see what my priorities are, or what my priority is, because it's about really going for one thing and like focusing on that thing and making the most out of it. So that's what less is more is all about. And then the 7th book is Millionaire Success Habits. And just like the other book, you know, like 7 Habits, this is also all about habits, because habits is like really the foundation of what we do of our lives. So like this is also by Dean Graziosi, and it's also not just about, you know, like the money, the millionaire, you know, like da 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 whatever, but it's about just, you know, being a millionaire from within, and you know, really cultivating the success foundations. Because I couldn't stress this enough, like how habits are what either makes us or breaks us. And I might do a video about it. Like, do you want me to do that? Like, you can tell me, like I might do that. But like really this is like the conversational tone of Dean Graziosi. It's just like he's talking to you personally, and like I hear his voice whenever I read this. And my favorite part here is the 4 C's of confidence, because you know, like it's not just about habits, but it's about really being confident in yourself and being able to cultivate that, and being able to bring out your ability and using it to really connect with people, generating your energy from, you know, whatever challenges that you face, and like really being able to turn your story into an inspiration. And like if you've had the mess in your story, like in your life, if you had the mess, then you can turn your mess into your message. And what I like most about this book is that it really teaches the basics, the foundations, because you know, success in 21st century success can be complicated, but at the same time it's about how we define it for ourselves. And this you know, all the noise, you know, like the distractions, like cultivating your habits is what would really lead you to succeed, whatever success means to you. Know, however you see success is for you, whether that's, you know, with your relationships, money, career, again, whatever it is for you, that's what this book is all about. So I highly recommend it. And then the 8th one is, I'm sure you've seen from my previous video, is How to Be a Boss by Lily Singh, because this is just about really also mastering your mind, conquering your thoughts, and you know, really being able to do the hustle, but at the same time having the lifestyle that you want to have. Because this book is actually in 4 parts, you know, like the first one is Master Your Mind, part 2 is Hustle Harder, part 3 is Make Heads Turn, and part 4 is like Be a Unicorn, like be who you are, be yourself, and all that. And what I like the most in this book is the part where Lily is really sharing her experiences. After each part of the book, she has this out of the blue essays. So these are, one is from 2010 and then one is from 2015. So 2010, 2015, and it just shows the shift that happened in her life. So like really seeing the difference, and like it's a bit of a like parallel experiences. But during 2010 she was like depressed, but then in 2015 it's like she's at her best self and like she's a boss. So like really being able to, you know, see that story is something that's also really inspiring. And you know, if you're wondering what a boss means, here's the description. A boss is a person who exudes confidence, hustles relentlessly, reaches goals, gets hurt efficiently, and smiles genuinely because he or she has fought through it all and made it out to the other side. So it's about getting through the other side no matter where you are right now. you can get through it and go to a better side. And then the last two books are actually audiobooks for me. So I don't have them physically, but the 9th book is Inward by Young Pueblo, because it's actually just a short listen, because it was about like an hour or two. That book is really telling you to really look inwards and, you know, knowing yourself, how important it is, and just really seeing what the impact is in your life once you really know yourself and detach yourself from anything in this world, but, you know, being able to just embody who you really are. And then the 10th book is Everything is Figuratable by Marie Forleo. Like, I even have it as my laptop screensaver, guys. The Everything is Figuratable philosophy is just so true, because, you know, even if sometimes we think that things wouldn't go well or that it isn't possible, but you can still figure it out. And Marie has shared a lot of experiences in her own life and also in the lives of other people, like how the Everything is Figuratable philosophy is applied, and like really being able to make things happen amidst any obstacles. Like, if you have that desire, it's about also telling yourself, the self-talk that you have in your brain, like the thoughts that you have is what would really bring what you want into life. So like, it's really about figuring everything out amidst any circumstances. And so I also really highly recommend that book. So, which one of these books resonates the most with you? Which one would you be reading next? And have you already read some of these books? Let me know in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I will see you in my next video, and you can also connect with me on Instagram at Lynelle Suan, and I would love to see you there. Let me know that you've watched this video, and if you have any suggestions or anything, just let me know. And thank you so much for watching.